Hey everyone, this is Jake Pimentel here from Pime Technology, and today is November 15th, 2022, the day that Apple released emergency SOS satellite feature for the iPhone 14 series. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it and see how it works. In order to use the feature, you do have to have one of the iPhone 14 series, so that could be the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, or iPhone 14 Pro Max like I have here. The older devices don't support it because the hardware functionality, the satellite antenna, is not available in those devices, so you do need to have one of the new iPhone 14s for this feature. So the satellite connection feature allows you to send and receive text messages. Unfortunately, there is not an ability to send a voice call or receive a voice call yet, but maybe in the future that will be available. So it says to test the satellite connection, make sure you're outside. We are outside right now. I do have a tree above me, but I do have a pretty open view of the sky just outside of that. And it says that your cellular connection will be turned off while we are trying the demo. So we're going to go ahead and click test satellite connection. And it's going to go ahead and turn off the cellular service. So you will see my icon bars in the top corner disappear once we are able to get a clear view of the sky. It's currently finding my location. And it says that satellite will be available soon. You can see my signal is dropping at the corner of the screen there. It's dropping to 1 bar, and we'll probably show no bars in a few seconds. And then it says turn left to find the satellite. So basically it makes it really easy. We can turn our phone, and as you can see there, we are connected to the satellite. So now I am in the middle. You can see middle of my yard here. You can see the trees in the background. So ideally you want to be in conditions where you have no trees, no houses, or anything like that. And as you can see, I am now connected. I can point it up at the sky there. You can see I have my phone pointed in the direction of the satellite. And we can go ahead and click here and then type test and click send. And as you can see, it is sending that message over a satellite as we speak. So this is really, really crazy that we are able to now pick up a satellite connection from a cell phone device that's not that big. You don't need any of those big satellite phones anymore. Obviously, this won't replace a dedicated satellite phone yet, but in rare situations where you have no cellular signal, this is going to be life-saving for a lot of people. Now let's turn around and go away from the satellite. So I turn my phone around. So the satellite is now behind me. And as you can see, it's saying that there is a poor connection. So we're going to go ahead and turn in the direction of the satellite once again. And there we are. We have a good connection to the satellite. So as long as you're able to point the phone up in the direction of the satellite, it seems to work fairly well. I even tested it in a moving car earlier, and it worked just fine. The key is just to have a clear view of the sky in order for this to work. So now I am standing inside of my garage here, so I am covered by a building. And as you can see, it is not able to find the satellite. Let's go ahead and turn in the direction it wants us to, and see if we can pick it up inside. I believe you can in some instances, but I am at the bottom level of the home, so it probably won't work. But I was on the top level of the home earlier, and I had a poor connection, but I actually was still able to get a text message to go through. So it says signal may be blocked. Let's see if we can send a text messages. No. So it looks like signal may be blocked, so let's go ahead and go outside again. I'm gonna turn in the direction of the satellite. And we are now connected, and it is going to go ahead and send that test message. And there we go. So it took about 20 to 30 seconds, which actually really isn't too bad if you think about it. It's sending a message many, 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 many miles away in the sky. And for it to take only that long is pretty impressive. The emergency SOS feature also does not require a software update, so if you're on the latest iOS 16.1.1 or later build, you don't need to update to another new software. It automatically was pushed to these devices without doing the software update. So first impressions of the emergency SOS via satellite, it's working really, really well for me. Of course, over time, this feature will get even better as the Apple engineers work on it more and more. But from a basic communication standpoint, you're in a situation in the woods where you have no cellular connectivity whatsoever, and you need to get out a text for an emergency. This solution seems to work quite well. I didn't have to work that hard to get a signal. You just want to make sure you are outside. In some cases you can be indoors, but you mostly want to be outside with the sky above you. Try to keep as many trees around you away as possible, and this seems to work really, really well. The messages only take 15 to 30 seconds to send at most, which is pretty impressive from an Apple iPhone handheld device. Now, I've heard a lot of critiques online, like, why are people so excited about this feature? You'll probably never use it. Like, this is so stupid. Why are people getting so excited about it? Well, I think, on the contrary, that this is something to be really, really excited about. Although, I might never ever actually have to use it when I'm out in the woods, or most Americans, or most people in the world, the fact that this could possibly even save one life is worth it. I think you'll probably hear the same from Apple and the Apple engineers that designed this. Even if it saves one life, I think this feature is totally worth it, and it's something to be super excited about. And I mean, okay, you can only use it when you don't have cellular service, and you have to point your phone up directly at the sky or else it may not connect. But what excites me is what could be to come with the satellite feature on the iPhone. This is just the first rendition of the feature. We could eventually be able to make calls through the satellite with an iPhone. We could eventually be able to send and receive data. I know T-Mobile and the other carriers have looked into this with Elon Musk and Starlink about allowing phones to send and receive even data over satellite connection. This is really, really promising technology, and I think it does a good job of complementing the existing cellular networks that we have, which, at least in the United States, are very broad and available almost anywhere. But adding the satellite connectivity into the mix on top of the cellular coverage, you'll basically have a connection almost anywhere when you need it. And I'm also happy to say that you can do the exact same thing that I did. Apple has implemented a demo into the feature, which I think is fantastic. It allows people to get their hands on it and try it out for themselves so they can get used to it. You want to go ahead into Settings, and you want to go to Emergency SOS, and at the bottom you'll see Try Demo for Emergency SOS via Satellite. So you can go ahead and try this feature for yourselves. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that is going to be a wrap to this video. Please leave a comment down below if you're also excited about this new satellite feature. I know I am very excited about how this could potentially save lives in one of the extreme situations where somebody really needs help. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think this is kind of a gimmick? Do you think Samsung and other manufacturers should follow suit? Or do you think that this is really cool technology like I do? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like up down below. It definitely helps out the channel. Also, be sure to share this video with your friends. If they have an iPhone 14 series device, they can go ahead and try this out for themselves, and just so that they know that they can use this on their phone in a rare situation where they may be in the woods without cellular service and they need this technology. It could save their lives. Thank you so much for watching. Smile because you and technology are amazing. And peace out.